Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And that's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Commanders get to it first. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Yeah, and such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted 2nd in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really, Kate, put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing, and almost 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground. Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Third down, Chiefs going with a dime. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
On the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it near the 8. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. And the Commander's rush brings him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw this from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Daniels setting up the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Mahomes now. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Mahomes. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt hitting it for the 1st time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run again here with Kronsky-Merritt. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They've got a man in motion. Third and short, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 41. They go inside give to Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Second down give to Kronsky Merritt. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. So a tough spot now. This is third and 9. To the air on third and long. It's caught by McLaurin. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Rolling on first down, Daniels. Brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
They'll run it out of the pistol. Kronsky Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Prime Time. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Giving this to Kronsky Merritt. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Chiefs pick it up. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Again, Mahomes to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the catch. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. To the air, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All set now. First and 10. From the red zone now. Going receiver screen here. It's Worthy. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Daniels back to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
A gain of 14. And a Washington first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To throw again, it's Daniels. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air again, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Daniels keeps it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Now Daniels on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gray. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working now from the gun. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. Now he takes it. Space past the 35. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another throw for Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders, some running back Corey Krosky-Merritt, headed back to the field now. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky-Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
George Karlaftis on the stop. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, 3rd down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option here. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Krosky Merritt on 1st down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He'll give it to Krosky Merritt. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Play action now. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Daniels now. Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Daniels from the pistol. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. And what a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it an 18-point game.
Commanders 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Got his man, that's Brown again. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, 7 to go. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. Out left, Worthy makes the ground.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they welcome the same level of play on this series as well. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Daniels back to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So it's second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Hauled in by Lane. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to get it with the option. Escapes a defender. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the counter, Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the third. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 17.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Commanders pick this one up. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, The ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Prime Time. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. It's Pacheco again. And he has this down to the 34. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Right back to Pacheco. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Now here he goes. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock, sliding down with a gain of 3.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's keeping it again. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They bring McLaurin in motion right. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Daniels going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, Daniels. Now here he goes again. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on second and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Here's Daniels. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His third total score this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 24.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Washington.
Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Play action, Mahomes. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 24.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's calling his own number again. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Daniels keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, he put some air under this one, right side. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 34-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Got his man. That's Brown again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs can rest easy with a 3-score lead. 2nd down now. They need 7. Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
A 43-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Daniels now on first down. He'll try and run this, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now Daniels to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Daniels on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Daniels. His top target, Samuel, has another one. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.